Okay, welcome back to another stream. I'm just streaming during my kid's nap, so if he wakes up, the stream is over. And a bit of a channel update. So my mother-in-law is going to be staying with us starting on Friday, and I'm going to move stuff around. I don't even have a desk right now, and I've just been putting a gaming laptop on the kitchen table. But I'm thinking of getting my desktop back. I have it, I just haven't plugged it in. And if I do that, I could theoretically play Guilty Gear again. So I'm thinking about doing that. I do have more time now. My son takes more consistent naps. He goes to bed at 7 p.m. I could play again, and I would like to, so I'm thinking about doing it. We'll see. I do want to keep playing Magic, though, either way. I'm going to be doing a Dominaria quick draft here. And shit. Actually, I didn't get my laptop so I can see chat if anyone joins. I'll be right back. Get shut up and then for the next attractive. It's like there's so many notifications that pop up now when I open my laptop. I don't understand why. And then they make it like you have to click. It's amazing how many times you have to click to get to the stream and stuff on YouTube. It's almost like they don't really believe in it, you know? Okay. Almost there. But yeah, I've really missed playing fighting games, and if I can... Even if I can't play offline, I might just want to try and play it online. So just to, because one thing that I think about sometimes is that there was a really long period of time where Guilty Gear just was gone, and the game is back now. Like it's definitely not big, and it could go away again. And I would be pretty sad, like if it just never comes back, and I miss the opportunity to play it while I'm still active. Okay. Drafting Dominaria. Apparently, Dominaria is going to phase out, and they're going to have probably... I kind of hope they don't keep going back to like Ixalan and stuff. I don't really want to draft that. We'll see. So we have just enough gold to do a quick draft here. I'm kind of holding off on competitive draft until I have more time. Like when I know I can start streaming right when my kid goes to sleep, and when I know my wife isn't going to potentially pressure me to do other stuff during the game. That always makes me play a lot worse, obviously. Still play Guilty Gear. Yeah, I'm like thinking about trying to play it again on stream and stuff. The other thing is I don't have a hard Ethernet connection available unless I'm upstairs, and I'm not upstairs right now. It's just kind of a mess. Like I just don't have the I don't have everything I need to be able to play properly. And if I want to get it set up properly, I have to like inconvenience a lot of people, like my wife and stuff, to get it properly set up. And I have a hard time justifying it, you know. But I'm thinking about it. Alright, this card we drafted it a few times ago, and I thought it had flying, and it doesn't have flying. So, like, if this doesn't... I was even thinking about what would I do if I saw this card again. How good is it, really? I don't actually think it's good. I think it's the problem I was thinking of is like, okay, you exchange your life total. In theory, this can just kill in one hit. You switch the life total, you attack, and you kill them. The problem I see is that like, as soon as you switch your life total, they can kill you with like one burn spell. And otherwise, this is a pretty expensive 4/4 that doesn't really do anything else. So I don't think I'm going to take that. I think this is an okay card, but it's kind of sketchy. I don't know. This whole pack is not exciting to me. The other thing I've been noticing is that in Dominaria, it often comes down to like you have just a stalemate on the ground, so taking big ground stuff isn't usually that strong. I kind of just want to take Llanowar Elves, even. Like, this is pretty good, but my issue with this card is like you have to have creatures out. It's just a 1/1 counter twice, which isn't bad, and then the buff you get is also good, but they can play around this pretty well a lot of times. I don't know if it's right to take this as a first pick. I just don't think this is kind of good, I guess. Just as a 3/2 with lifelink, maybe, but even as I'll just take another one. I don't think that's right, but it was just a really bad pack. It felt like I don't like Urgaros. I don't think this is very good either. It's kind of just like it's kind of a bit of card draw. It's extending your hand size a little bit. Unicorn is okay. Skinwitch is okay. Fiery Intervention is probably what we take here. Garnet again. I don't really know what color we don't have any like our picks so far. I mean, Fiery Intervention is good, but this is okay. This is okay. It's just kind of, I don't know what we're doing right now, so it's kind of a mess. Maybe I just take Garnet because it's like the strongest card probably. Yeah. Marwyn is okay. We have an elf with her already. This is okay too. I think I'm just going to take Marwyn though. Have some ramp coin. Deathbloom Thallid is good. Syncopate is okay. Not good though, I don't think. Call the Cavalry is definitely playable. I think I'll take the Thallid though, it's just kind of a more solid 3-drop. There's another Thallid thing, but this is good if you have the tokens. If you don't have the tokens, it's a little bit sketchy. I don't know how much we do have the infrastructure set up to play a Saproling deck, so maybe we do that. I mean, none of this other stuff is really tempting me anyway. Sparring Construct isn't bad, but I think we're just going to take this. This is not exciting. Maybe I just take the Warcry. Like, if I do have a lot of Saprolings, I can bring this guy back. I do want to have flyers, so I guess I'll take that. Like, flying is pretty important. If there's a ground stall, that's how you can break it, so with a flyer. Another Omnivore. I don't think I want to have two of the Omnivores. I'd rather have, like, another Thallid. I don't want to have two of these. Then again, this isn't very good. It's not an elf or anything to give synergy with Marwyn. This also isn't good though. I mean, none of this stuff is very good, so I think I'll just take the omnivore. The worm is not really tempting me too much because it kind of just, it's pretty expensive and it's just a ground dude with no trample, nothing to make it really stand out. But when I consider everything else that's available, I think I'm going to have to take this. Just because nothing else is really that good. This is all pretty bad. I'm always kind of sketchy on this card. Like, the fact that it lets you scry when you play it is actually pretty good. It can help you smooth out your mana curve, but the problem is it's colorless mana. So I would be putting in one fewer. You know, we're looking at splashing red, black, green with a red splash. We're looking at already playing 3 colors, so do I really want to have to... I don't think this works too well. Nothing else is good though. This card really sucks. 3 mana, 2/1. I guess I'm just going to take this and probably not play it. Discard your hand, I don't ever like that. Unlikely I would play this, but I'll take it over the other stuff. Same with this. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, this one's pretty disappointing too. We've got Squeeze, like... Squee kind of just makes them get, like, worn down, because you can just keep bringing him back, assuming you don't have any cards, etc., but it's still just a 2/1. You know, that's not really where you want to be, I think. A second Garnet is really questionable. I don't even know if I want to run the first Garnet, so that's not good. I do like this card. The thing is, we're looking at having a lot of colors going. This takes 2 green. It might not be very playable. The candle I like. The lance is actually pretty solid. It can be put onto a token, for instance, and stuff like that. Confessor is definitely okay too. He can help get around the ground stall sometimes because you have to double block it when you kick it though. We are really not good on removal. We have 1 fire intervention. The candle would help with that. The Gorger though is a... I'll take the candle. I want to make sure I have removal. Okay, if we took this we would have to splash white, which I'm not really too keen on doing. I'm not sure about that. Lingering Phantom, I don't really like this card too much because it's just a 5/4 on the ground and it's overcosted. Yeah, you can keep bringing it back, but I don't think that's quite good enough. Short Sword is always a little bit underwhelming, but you can play it pretty early. The problem is, like, you'd rather just draw a creature a lot of the time. I don't feel like the ability on this is that good. I'm just going to take the Confessor. I think it's a more versatile card. This is really good, but I've drafted this card a number of times, and the problem with it is that getting 3 green early is a really tall order. It's hard to do. Looking at everything else, though, I think I'm going to take it. And probably what I will have to do is cut a color. I might cut black out. I might cut red out. I don't know. But I'm going to make sure. Because this can just win. Like, when you play this, it's often the case that not much can block it. And you can just swing in and win with this. Okay, another Garnet, Shivan Fire. So if I take Shivan Fire, it's looking like I'm going to cut out the black probably, which I'm fine with. The only really good black cards we have is like 1 Thallid, 2 Omnivores are okay. We don't really have a Saproling. thing going yet, and we're halfway through pack 2. We didn't get any of the green sapling cards coming up, so I'm just going to take Shivan Fire and assume that black is off the table right now. Yeah, so let's just remove the black so we don't get confused here. Oops. And there's another fire intervention, which is really good. Nothing else tempting me. Adventurous Impulse would be okay if we were still doing 3 colors, but hopefully... oh no, I was thinking of a different card, never mind. So we'll take fire. Fungal would have been good if we're still black, but we're not. Oh, you can get land from this, I'm sorry, I misread the card again. I think we're going to take this just so that we can make sure the Steel Leaf Champion becomes playable as early as possible. Yeah, that's fine. Chronicler is good. We can get our removal back and stuff like that. Green-red isn't really an archetype that people draft in this format. I don't know how well it's actually going to work, but it's kind of... So this is pretty decent when you kick it. It can help on the ground stall for sure. Whereas this is like usually just going to be a 2/2, but it can really mess up people that draft a lot of equipment and artifacts. I think this is a little bit better though. Being able to break a ground stall is really important, and we don't really have a whole lot that can do it right now. So, not a huge fan of that. We could try to go more aggro. Like, if you look at our curve right now, it's a very low curve. And we could try to be more aggro, but Marwyn doesn't really... Like, Marwyn and Llanowar Elves are just ramp. You can look at it like that, I guess. But ramp with aggro doesn't really make sense either. Then again, none of this stuff is takeable anyway, so... I really don't like Cyclops that much, but it is just kind of a big, dumb creature that does stuff. I don't even want to run the Memorial to Unity, even though like there was no better choice. I don't want to take it because imagine like on turn 3, if I draw this instead of Forest, I can't play it, so that's not good. Okay. Combat Tricks might be playable in this deck. This seems pretty decent. The spider is like pretty good, I think, too. The spider helps with if we are in some kind of ground stall, it can hold off the flyers from getting over. But this dude is like a very solid 2-drop, and I can kick it. I think we're gonna take this. Another Shivan. So interesting choice between Shivan Fire and Intervention. I think Shivan Fire probably, we already do have 2 Intervention. Shivan Fire, it can be really important to have, so I'm just going to take that. Keep in mind you can kick it for 4, so it's really good. Another Kavu. There's the Saproling stuff now, but I think it's too late for that. This is a solid drop on its own, for sure. I just think that a 2-drop that's actually like good is more rare than a 3-drop that's good. So we'll try that. And we are looking at like potentially trying to win early with a Steel Leaf, so having like a Kavunon on 2, Steel Leaf on 3 would be good. This is a really late Saproling. This would have been good if we were running more Saproling stuff. We just passed up a Saproling, and I don't think this is good enough at this point. Then again, a lot of this stuff isn't very good. this might be borderline playable, probably not. Like, if we happen to have this in our hand and we really want to ramp it out, we could, but I don't know, I don't quite see it. We're actually, like, pretty hard up for win conditions here. I don't really see a lot of ways we're going to actually win with this deck, so that's kind of unfortunate. Maybe I just rotate this. Yeah, Chronicler, I guess, is good. Radiating Lightning might be worth doing here because if we are going to be doing kind of beatdown, but I say beatdown, but like how much, you know, if we draw the Phoenix, if we have the Steel Leaf out early, yeah, we're going to be doing beatdown, but otherwise we're not really. But I think this is a bit too slow at this point. I'd rather just take the Lightning. This will also help against token decks. It's always kind of good to have one of those because in this format, because if you're against a Sapperling deck, it's really good. I think we're going to have to double down a bit on combat tricks because we have kind of nothing really at this point to like break through a stalemate to actually get damage in early. I think we're going to need combat tricks to make profitable trades and hopefully win early. Gaia's Protector is kind of iffy, I think. There's another combat trick. Maybe we have to take that. Gaia's Protector is it's at least a creature. It kind of functions as removal sometimes, but yeah, I think it's I do have enough combat tricks. I think I'm going to take this instead. Alright, this is just... How many legendary creatures do we have? We don't have any, I think. Yeah, we have like literally none. Well, no, we have one here. But that's not who you want to put Ancient Animus on anyway. I'll take a Goblin. I probably won't even play it. So when I'm playing like aggro, I have to ask myself, do I really want to have like 6 drops in the deck at all? Then again, this card really sucks, like, quite badly. It is a 3-2 at least. Like, the effect it has is really weak, but it's a 3-2. And we're actually kind of weak on 3-drops here. This isn't really a 3-drop. This is a 3-drop, but it doesn't really do what a 3-drop usually does. This is technically a 3-drop, but that's it, right? So, I guess I will take the Envoy here. Begrudgingly. Okay, another Gaia's Protector. I guess I'll take that. I don't really think this is good, but the Fire Elemental is just like worse. I'll take this, I guess. Probably I don't want to play it, but... And again, the problem with these... This is... The red and the green ones of these are just like the worst ones, I feel like. I don't really... On turn 5 or later, sacrificing one of my lands to kill one of their lands, it just doesn't feel like it does anything. Okay. So ideally, I want to cut as much red as I can, and only keep the removal and the Phoenix, probably. I'm cutting all black, cutting the void. I just want to see how the... Oh, I can keep the combat tricks too, I guess. I just want to see what the deck is going to look like if I do this. So that's about the number of cards that we need. Wanderer probably isn't going to make a cut. Double Fervent Strike. Getting haste is like not super relevant usually. The +1, the first strike is really the main thing that will let us, and it's a 1 mana castable, assuming you have a mountain, which is a big if in this kind of low curve deck where we have 2 colors. Frenzied Rage I like just because I don't know if it's worth keeping really. Putting it on something that does a decent amount of damage makes it do more damage, and then they're going to have a really hard time blocking it. We might need that as just like an early play where we have one dude down that's not really doing much, and we can just buff him and have him do more. Overseer, I have this in kind of in case of a ground stall. I think that really might be necessary because we don't. Otherwise, all we have against a ground stall is the Phoenix, which is a 2/2. And again, the Frenzied Rage will help make the Phoenix more relevant. We might even want another card like that that could buff it permanently. I don't think we have one available though. Yeah, not really. So, yeah, this is a really sketchy looking deck, I think. It could still do well. We do have, like, some stuff going for it. This card is probably not playable. I just think it's too slow. These are, these have trample at least. That can be quite helpful if we pick them. So let's see in the sideboard, do we have anything that looks pretty good in the sideboard that we would actually want to put in the deck if we had the space? Maybe Radiating Lightning, I think. So we want to cut, oh, we don't even need to cut anything, okay. The Candle is a bit slow. We already have 2 Fiery and 2 Shivan Fire. The Candle might be a bit much. What would we put instead of the Candle? Not really saying much of anything. The Chronicler is just too slow. Like, I just think that's too slow. Like, if we're going to be playing a 6 mana Chronicler taking a spell back, we've probably already lost the game. Maybe the Lava Runner, just to put in early pressure. I think that might make more sense. Because we're really becoming pretty low curve here. No Memorial. So this is 17 lands. I think a deck like this can do 16 land, but do I even want the Worm? If I cut the Worm, I could put like... I think like the problem without a Worm is that you just have nothing at all for like it. Maybe a Partick Wanderer instead of the Worm just because it has trample. And it's easier to cast. So, yeah, really sketchy deck here. This can help us not get mana screwed. It can help us get our champion out if we need to. Alternatively, it can pull the Phoenix, which is like our only other win condition if we don't manage to get this out early. So yeah, kind of sketchy. I don't think we can afford to go fewer mountains. We just have to hope we get... This feels to me like a mono green card, but I'm just going to keep it in there and hope that we can get it out often enough to make it work. So yeah, let's go. I don't know if this is aggro or beta or whatever you would call it. We had a kind of unfortunate first picks in each pack where it was like really kind of situational cards that came out and no real just clear bombs, nothing like Lonely King or any of those big angels that just do a bunch, there was just really those situational 3/3s and stuff is what we got on offer, and maybe I could have drafted better, but I did pass up some of those black cards that kind of look like bombs but don't in practice end up really playing like that. I don't think I can throw this back. We've got both land, we've got an early plot, a few early plays we can do. We might see how it draws. Okay, that's what we draw. So play that. I'm kind of tempted to play this and try to look for our three forest card that's just going to start swinging. The problem is if I do that and don't actually draw a forest, it's going to be really bad. I think we have to play Kavu on turn 2. Let's see what our next draw looks like before we use this. We probably don't want to use this for land anyway though, because like, okay, another Kavu, that's good-ish. This is a 2-2 we can trade into. It's looking like our best way to deal with it, so we might as well just play the Kavu here. I'm not going to show him red yet. If we were to draw the 3 forest card next turn, for instance, I probably would just use this to guarantee that next forest comes out. This looks like he's representing a combat trick. So I'm not going to block. Or let me think about this. So next turn, I just play another Kavu. If I don't block, even if I block, he uses up the combat trick. I think I'm just going to block. I really hate okay, so he was bluffing. And I'm really glad I called him on that. Because that was not a good trick for him. Okay. We didn't draw either of our things that we said we were going to play this for. So we're just going to play the Kavu again. It sucks to not kick him, I guess, but we can't... I think in this deck, we cannot afford to, like, hold a creature in hand and not play it. So, and we have a combat trick ready if we need it to trade again. And Gaia Protector can potentially come down next turn. We hope we draw the land. There... Actually, maybe I should... oh, I did it wrong. I could have tapped the land differently and played this to guarantee a land drop next turn. That might have been smart. Oh, we do have a land here. I'm sorry. I just didn't notice it. Okay. So we're going to attack. So this card, like, is pretty good because now you think about, like, if he has a really strong creature that has less than 4 health, he doesn't really want to play it because he's just going to get killed by this 4-drop. Okay, yeah. That's fine. He used removal on it, so I'm happy with that. I think we have to play this now at this point. We're out of creatures. We need to get a creature. I guess I attack first. Just, let's look for a creature here. Marwyn, not really what I wanted to see here, but I'll take it. At least I can play her right now. I don't even know why. I guess I keep her in the deck because she is just a forest in some cases, and like she yeah, it's really questionable, isn't it? I think there's only one other elf in the deck. It's really, and this is a fucking hexproof thing. So how can I deal with this at all? Fervent Strike is not good enough. This is a mess. It's so frustrating. I look at this and I just don't know how I can win from here. Alright. Because I can't attack through it. Now I need the Phoenix. And the really shitty thing is he can attack. Like, he's free to attack, and all I have to block with it without losing... I can block once with the Frozen Protector here. Actually, I could use Fiery Intervention to unfreeze my Gaia Protector, but it's really not good. Like, it doesn't do anything here. I could use it to block and buff maybe, which I probably will have to do if I don't draw something really nice next turn. Okay, there's a forest. So, let's see here. How much of a threat is this guy? Not really too big of a threat. Radiating Lightning kills the 3/1, which is like not insignificant, but it's not how I want to spend 4 mana right here. So I remove the enchantment with this. I think I have to do that. It feels shitty, but I have to. Oh no, it only kills an artifact. Fuck, it doesn't even kill an enchantment. Okay, so I can't do anything here. I guess I just Radiating Lightning to take this out, maybe. It just feels like pretty bad. I am far behind enough though that I think doing something like that was worth it, just because it's his attacks are, he's kind of afraid to attack because of combat tricks, and the more creatures he has, the more likely he is to just go for it anyway. This doesn't help us at all, so we just jump this probably and hope. I just hope that it doesn't have a combat trick. If it does, I'm kind of okay with the combat trick, just because like he's already used 1 card to remove this. If he has to use a combat trick just to beat it, it's a pretty good card advantage for us. But okay, please don't lose the. Losing the Phoenix would actually be good, because then we could res it by attacking with all 3. He did dump a bunch of lands, which is actually good for us, so I'm fine with that. Okay, this is useless. I might just pop this with Intervention so that he doesn't really have a blocker. This isn't strictly useless. Let me see here. Because what I can do is like triple block and buff it to remove the turtle. And actually this buffs Marlin, so let's do that. If I had 1 more mana, I would just go for this right now. But wait, is that only 4 mana? Oh, this counts as mana, right? Oh, this counts as 2 mana, so I actually can do it, right? Kill this guy and use this. 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Okay. I don't really like using Fiery on this card because it's not that good, but also I can't attack without paying mana unless I do that, so this 2 damage could definitely matter. It's not spectacular, but it could matter. So I won't be able to do anything to this next turn. Oh, actually, that's retarded. Oh, this is Vigilance, right? Okay, so still not good enough. Maybe I just jump this turn. I don't really want to take 4. Because if I double block and buff, it's only 4 attack. Yeah, I'm just going to chump it. I think I can kill this next turn if he attacks again. He might just be able to buff it though, so that's kind of bad. The good thing though is that every time he attacks like that, oh my god, you have to be shitting. Oh no, I misread. I thought you recasted the snapper. It's like, holy shit. Oh, whoa, this is good. Well, unfortunately, I don't think I can use it on the... Yeah, so I can't use the Kelvin to pull the snapper onto my side, but if he does play another big dude, I will be able to do that. What sucks here is, like, he's pretty much blocked my attack that I wanted to make. The idea of using Fiery Intervention on this shitty 1/3 is, like, gross. but I could also hold the Fervent Strike and just ignore the Snapper entirely, knowing that I might be able to win if he just plays another big dude. But this is a really skill test here of what I should do. What's the most optimal play? For 5 damage if I kill this. And I'll still have 1 mana open for Fervent Strike, but then I won't be able to block the turtle either. The thing is, if he keeps attacking like that, he's just gonna die. Yeah, I really don't like doing that. Maybe he can even counter it. Guess not. I also have a card that gives one of my dudes Menace, and that could become very relevant if I can keep his board clear like this. Then again, I have dumped like all my removal on shitty creatures. I'm kind of counting on using this to win the game at this point. Like if he plays just some big thing right now, I'll just Kelvin Overseer on my next attack and I'll win the game. It's pretty much how I'm looking at it. And he might not be able to attack with the turtle anymore. He might tell himself like, okay, if I attack with this, I'm going to take 5 again, and that's not a winning play, so he might just hold the turtle back, which is bad for me. I actually want him to attack with this if possible. The ideal move he makes is he attacks with the turtle and drops a really big, scary bomb. That's what I want to happen. Just please not another turtle. Anything but another turtle. And that doesn't do shit. That's fine. It's so frustrating. So now these tokens are going to chump block me. It's one of the better things he could have done, basically. And I've already used my AoE, so that's not good. Let's see here. If I attack with everything and steal his guy, then the tokens are going to be forced to chump block it at least. He'll get this guy back though. I mean, I don't think I have another play. If I just attack without using any mana, it's just not going to be good enough. So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. To do this, I have to tap Marwyn though, which is really shitty. Does it even make sense to do that then? If I have to tap Marwyn? Probably not. It's probably better to just make Marwyn stronger. Make sure the numbers are right. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. Well, we'll do that anyway. So, if I all attack here, he can do some decent double blocking. He can kill the Kavru, but he has to block, and I think that's worth doing the attack. I have Fervent Strike to hopefully save one of my creatures. What are we ordering Papas out there? 2, 3. So we're going to Fervent Strike here to save our Marwyn. We could even do we could do it up here to put 1 more damage through it, but I think saving Marwyn is way more important. Because if you look here, the turtle has become pretty much irrelevant. Because he's at low enough health that he's probably going to die. He needs to put another wide board down, like right now. And we still have this in our pocket if he puts a big thing down instead of a wide thing. If he had a big thing, he just would have played it last turn, I think. That's not big, but it's something we can steal at least. If we draw a land as our best bet next turn. If we don't draw a land, we have to tap Marwyn to steal the Scholar, which is still worth doing, I think. Oh, Shivan Fire is great. Okay, let me think. He can block one thing. If I Shivan Fire this, he can block once. So he would get if he blocked Marwyn, and he would take 6 damage. That's assuming he has 0 combat tricks available. I think it's still worth doing though, because it's forcing him to have a combat trick. Whereas if I do this, I tap Marwyn, I get this. But wait a minute, then I'd have 4 attackers, right? Yeah. 4 attackers, well, I still have 4 here. This is just a 2. So it's better to just attack with everything then, and Shivan Fire. Shivan Fire before I attack, because I want to try to kill him. Maybe he can counter this. He hasn't used any counters yet, but he has a lot of mana open. Also, if he does counter it, okay, yeah. Oh, that's Opt, never mind. Fine. He's trying to find a counter. It's really good to see the Opt, because it probably means he doesn't have any other way to stop me. If he had a combat trick, he wouldn't be desperately finding a way to save his Scholar. Right. So we're hoping this is just lethal. Wait, what? Oh my god, it tapped fucking Marwyn? I need to manually tap now. This is ridiculous. Okay, so I can't attack then? Oh my god, that's so bad. Alright. Why would it assume that I want to tap Marwyn instead of my land? I guess it's thinking I wanted to hold the land for Calvin at the end of turn or something, but that's the lesson learned. You need to manually tap, especially when you have something like this out here. So that was just total shit, really. Oh, yeah. I think we just missed lethal there. That was really bad. This is a good steal though for Kelvin, if that's all he, and I'm assuming that's pretty much all he knows. I don't think he can have anything else at this point. So it looks like we got lucky and he wasn't able to claw his way back in from a double stick roll. That's good too, but a little bit late. So in this case, it's definitely better to steal the elephant than to use Marwyn. So we don't need to manually tap here. We just do kicker. I forgot this has haste on its own. I think we might have even had lethal way earlier if I had calculated the haste in there. Maybe he can counter this. Pretty bad if he can counter it, but the Phoenix will probably win us the game anyway. I'm really glad I drafted this. It was a little bit questionable when I took it. I was like, well, we need this to beat a ground stall, and it sounded good when I said it, but it was one of those things like, yeah, how often is that really going to make the difference? And it proved to make the difference. Because I knew our deck had aside from the Phoenix, we had nothing else really that could prevent a ground stall, and it's important to have you can't rely on one single card out of 40, because if you don't draw it, you're just not going to get it. Let me see if I left any elves on the table here. No. How good would this have been? No, I don't think he really killed our stuff that much, so I don't think that would have been good. The Goblin would not have been very good. You have to kick stuff for it to get Menace. The Worm would actually have been okay. I don't think we even got to 6 mana though, did we? We did right at the end. I'll be right back. I have to pee, but I'll stick in this game. Alright. Oh, there's a buzz in the background? Like constantly? Let me turn my sound on and see if I can get it. Oh, that's really loud. Shit. What is that? Oh, holy shit, I don't even have my headphones plugged in. 1 second. Let me change the sound. Can you hear me now? Is the buzz still there? Yeah, right. Dude, what the fuck? Hold on, I need to like fix the sound settings now. I didn't plug my headset in, so I think it was just like recording straight from my computer or something. But now I don't know where the buzz is coming from. Well, thank you for telling me. It's pretty unlistenable at that. Okay. So confusing how this stuff works. Input device. I only want there to be one mic. I don't know where the actual. It's recording from the laptop, and so the fan is just going in there. I need to stop it from doing that. Recording. Let's see. Where's the... Test. I think I fixed it. Is it too quiet now, though? I think it's too quiet. Maybe it's good. Okay. Did you finish your stick? I saw some of your videos on making your stickless stick. I guess the Wanderer here is like another way to break through a stalemate, but Garna would actually like be viable if we had some black. I don't think it's worth putting black in here though, because we also have this as a win condition. So yeah, I like how the wood on that looks. Like I've always just had a stick that's like the just as, you know, you buy it from Mad Cats or whatever, or from Hori, just pre-made. But a lot of people, when I go to play fighting games and stuff, a lot of people have like custom-made sticks, and they always are really nice and cool and stuff. And it's been tempting to do that sometimes, but I've never justified doing it because I'm not very good at building stuff anyway. So I would just have to pay somebody a bunch of money for them to do it for me. Okay, why did I run Broken Bond? Seriously, why did I guess it's playable, but that's really bad. I don't know why I kept that in my deck. Shit. I guess I have to keep this. Alright, I always like seeing that. That just makes this good. This is a shit card. Okay. We need to get a forest. We really need to get a forest. The reason this card is bad is because it's like taking up a slot in your deck, and it doesn't actually generate mana on its own. It just changes the color of a mana of a land you already have. So like, you're basically taking out a land and putting in something that doesn't give you mana, which is not ever really what you want to do. Okay, we could play... Oh no, we can only play Broken Bond, so we just do that. Now, we need to get a forest next turn. This is going to give us more mana available next turn. We can play... which doesn't really matter unless we drew like another 4-drop. Or if I guess if we drew a mountain, we could play Gaia's Protector. Fuck. Okay, we didn't get the land we wanted. So we just play the Envoy. The Envoy blocks really good, at least. No, this deck is not nearly as good. The last deck had like those. The last deck had like some serious ramp and a lot of good threats at the end. We can't block this as first strike, so we'll just die. There's no reason to block here. Yeah, this deck is really kind of shaky, honestly. There's not a lot of win conditions, and fuck me. Oh, I could have played Fervent Strike there. I could have done Fervent Strike and traded. So we have a few choices here. We can hold our mana to Combat Trick and try to trade, or we can just play Gaia's Protector. I think I like Gaia's Protector better here. It's more mana efficient. These are always going to be useful, assuming that our creatures don't all die. And this is first strike, so we don't want to attack into it. Yeah, this is a really underpowered deck, I think. I had to, like, I ended up just going very, it's kind of an aggressive deck, and we finally got the mana we needed for this, which is going to make a really big difference, but he's already got us down to 12. Fortunately, we've kept the mana up for a Combat Trick, so I think we attack here. And if he blocks, we Combat Trick it. The only thing is he also has mana open, so it could be kind of a blowout. But I think we have to risk that, because we're just going to die otherwise. This dude... Let's see here. Ideally, we use Frenzied Rage, but then we can't play the Steel Leaf. Whereas Fervent Strike will just make it an even trade. So maybe we just do the Envoy because we'd rather keep the Protector than the Envoy. Let's just do that. He might not even block. He might just say, I don't want to risk losing my dude. Okay. Maybe he has a Combat Trick though. Or just removal would be good for him. Yeah, removal. Okay. So that actually worked out pretty good for him, but one advantage here is that now he doesn't have the cast down. He would have used the cast down on this, for sure. And now he can't do that. Okay, tricky. So he can, now that he's done that, this thing is blockable by both of these, and this is just a really good trade for him. Frenzied Rage would put this out of range. But we can also play the Partic Wanderer as a defensive measure. The thing is, if we play the Partic Wanderer, we can no longer attack with this without just losing it. Considering the board state, though, I think we kind of have to play the Wanderer, probably. We could also just attack with this and force a... no, this isn't good because these both have first strike, so we would just lose. So yeah, no attack. And this is an enchantment, so I can't play it as a combat trick. It has to be played before combat, and then they'll know what I have. This is a good pickup, I think. So we're in a situation here where if we wait, this is going to ping us pretty... I don't know how many artifacts and stuff he has, but this will ping us eventually. If we all attack and he doesn't block, he's looking at hitting us back with 9, and any kind of combat trick could really make that a lot worse for us. If we just attack right now, I kind of just want to attack with the 5/5. Then again, maybe I buff the Steel Leaf and then attack with the Wanderer. I think that's what I have to do. Because I'm not going to win by just sitting here. Okay. So he got a 2-for-1. That sucks. This guy's playing really well. He's getting consistent 2-for-1s, which is why I have a lot fewer stuff than he does. We did get to hold this back, which is going to be good because otherwise we were just going to like get pretty blown out. I don't think he's going to attack with the Cabal Paladin. Okay. So, let's see here. I mean, this is the priority target. This is less damage. The hexproof doesn't matter to us. It does have first strike though, which is annoying, but I want to take this out. This can ping us. It's really not good for us though because now the board state is just like even worse. Yeah, that's not a good draw. Okay, yeah, this is just a shit spot. Like, he's gonna hit us for 5 next turn. Nothing we can do about it. We can, I think getting first strike on this will kill the Abomination. But he's just gonna hit us for 5, assuming he doesn't have any other damage ready to go. And this is just kind of the weakness of the deck. Like, we got... One of our win conditions was that 3 forest. This was a win condition. Where is he? Oh, he exiled it. This was a win condition, but... Oh, he's got another one of these. Cool. Okay, he wins. I'll see what I draw, but I don't think it matters. Yeah. Like, assuming we could have played that right on turn 3, it would have pushed some significant damage in on him. But we were like 2 turns late on playing it, so it ended up not being so good. It drew removal from him, but he had like hit 3 copies of Blessed Light that I saw. He probably had more removal than that. So every time I played a threat, he was able to just remove it. This is a good opener. We have this is the best 1-drop you can get. We have. This is a playable 2-drop. I don't like playing this as a 2-drop, but I might have to. Getting it out, like, even earlier, though, makes it pretty good. Although it's not actually any earlier. I could play this as a 3-drop, which as a 2, on turn. Okay, wait. So if I play this, I can ramp even more. But there's not really... I guess I can ramp into the kick of this, which is better. He's not putting pressure on me yet, but he is green. So I can... Like, what I can do is I can play this just straight away, which is okay, putting 3 power on the board. Or I can play this and ramp into this more quickly. Honestly, I think getting the 3 damage out is more important here. This is only gonna... And this really would only have helped if I drew another land next turn. Assuming I don't draw a land. Okay, there's a land, so it would have helped, but okay, whatever. It is fine though. I can just let's see. I think I can attack with the elves because I don't need them for mana here. Yeah. Then I'll play... I'm not going to show him the red yet, I guess. The Fervent Strike, I'm not... They're both tapped anyway, so it won't do anything. So if I do draw another land next turn, I'll be able to ramp it. Like, it will let me play an extra land per turn, basically. Oh, that's good. Okay, so I can ramp a little bit, but this is 5 drop. So I can play this just straight away instead of... I can still ramp though, okay. Maybe maybe I should just try to kill the Thallid first. Just attack with the Envoy and see if he'll take the bait. It will prevent me from playing this though. I think I'd rather just play this. Three, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. The ramp is kind of useless here, honestly. Like our deck doesn't even like go that hard, and I do still have the mana to do this. I might as well do it. I need to be aggressive here. He wants to be able to equip this onto the Thallid. He probably won't even block it because he wants to just get the equip out, I think. Which will make it, yeah, he's not going to block, okay. This is pretty good though for me because if he does attack, if he equips and attacks, I can trade with Fervent Strike and win. And looking at his position, like what can he do other than equip and attack? So let's make sure my math is correct here. First strike, so they would trade right now. This gives me +1 and first strike. But we would actually trade. That's the problem. Because I don't get any more health, and he already has first strike, so we don't want to do that. We're fine to take 5. If he's not going to attack anyway, though. He needs to hold that so I can't attack with this anymore. Okay. Not a good draw. Now this is a truly tough position because we don't really want to lose our Kavu. But if we don't attack, like this is our opportunity to actually attack. He's low on mana. He obviously didn't have any really good plays. Letting him trade into the Kavu sucks, but it would let us push 5 damage onto him. My issue with that though is 5 damage isn't really a lot, and then he can just equip his token with the jousting thing and beat the rest of my creatures in combat. So maybe I attack with my garbage. Whoops. Just attack with these, and if he's stupid enough to block, I'll trade. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. He's probably thinking, "What do I?" This is a suspicious attack. Like if you're trying to play on the next level, and you see someone attack like this, you're like, "Why wouldn't you attack with it?" Like maybe he's thinking that I'm willing to sack these creatures, but not the Kavu. But that sucked for him. He has black, so I'm going to hold this land in my hand because I don't want him to, if he makes me discard, like, there's a few reasons. Like, if he makes me discard, it's kind of bad because I could have played it and just, he wouldn't have had anything to make me discard. But he just saw a combat trick. I want him to think I might have another combat trick available. I want him to be more hesitant about attacking. Okay, that's a really good pickup. He's totally tapped out, so we can attack with everything, and he's forced to block here. I think these guys are totally expendable. Maybe I don't attack with the elves. Maybe no, they don't really do anything either, so we just attack everything in.
So he let 5 damage through. I'm not so sure about that. Like, he didn't want to lose a spider, so he blocked something that he could kill. He's thinking that that will give him more advantage over the long run, but I don't think he can win this. I guess he also figured he could equip the spider with a lance and trade, but now there's 2 Kavus. If he drew removal, he can draw removal and equip a lance and will actually be in a kind of bad position, but I think ultimately he would need to do kind of a lot to come back. We are out of cards, and he does have a good amount of cards, so that's one thing he's got going for him. We do have 1 burn spell in our deck, which... Okay, that's a good pickup too. He didn't attack. Because if he did attack, I was just going to kill... He had to decide, like, to put the lance on the spider. He could have killed a Kavu, but he knew I probably wouldn't block, and then I would just kill him on the counterattack. So now he's got a thing that can kill a Kavu, and a thing that can jump block a Kavu. So I'm just going to attack with everything. He has no mana, so I know how the combat is going to go. I'm going to lose 1 Kavu, but I'm going to kill the spider. He could kill this, but no, he has to block or he's dead. So this is... Yeah, he's okay. He's dead. And that's why it's important to like put the pressure on early, like I did with it, especially with a deck like this, because did I want to take that card out? I ended up using it, Broken Bond, but I don't think it's good. I guess I'd rather have I think like a candle or a worm would be good. I do have a few kickers. Goblin would like potentially be useful. And let's put the Goblin in. I think this deck actually does need more 2-drops, just the way it's been going. Because like with the Kavus, like if I kick the Kavu and the Goblin is in there, the Goblin can probably get a good attack in. It's just one more way I can try to get around a ground stall, because Menace is just really annoying. Menace is one of those abilities that like, it doesn't sound good, but then when you play against somebody using a bunch of Menace stuff, it suddenly feels really good. This is a really good hand. We're 1 forest short of Steel Leaf, 100% keep. We have 3 turns to draw forest. I don't like to see blue though. Okay, so turn 3 is looking sick. We can play Goblin on turn 2. Hopefully draw some resources from him, maybe. We'll see. Oh no, we cannot play the Goblin. We have to play green every turn, so that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. We can drop a Kavu though, for 2. I think that's worth doing. We're looking at winning really early, hopefully. I would have rather played the Goblin. Is it Dimitri? Is that how you pronounce it? What's up? Alright. This is annoying for sure, but I think we're just going to use... We'll hit it with Fiery Intervention if we have to. His mana is all down, so we can just drop this straight away. We cannot attack with this anymore, unfortunately. If he has removal, he's going to kill it. This mana combo isn't really telling me any... He could use Vicious Sacrifice, I guess. Now this is telling me he probably has a combat trick, so I'm not going to block. Like, the shitty thing is this has lifelink though, so like even if we're trading, if I'm hitting for 5, he's in for 2, but he's healing for 2. So I'm only getting 1 net damage in there every time I swing. Yeah. We're close to being able to just blast this with Fire Intervention, which I want to do at this point. because the lifelink is just too annoying. If we draw Shivan Fire, that would be our best draw. There's 2 Shivan Fires in this deck, and he tapped his mana, so he wouldn't be able to counter it either. Damn it. So, there's the option of playing Frenzied Rage onto this just to try to win faster. The thing is, like, this is a 100% removal target for him. Menace doesn't really do anything on it. This is a more solid play, I think. Do I want to show the red yet? No, it doesn't make a difference. If he has Gideon's Reproach, he's going to kill this, but there's nothing I can do about that. Although I suppose this would have made it safe against Gideon's Reproach, but I'm not going to specifically play around that. I could probably put Frenzied Rage onto Gaia. The Menace doesn't do anything there either, but I just like want it to be able to trade with that. Yeah, I'm trying to play aggressive. This deck curves out at like 5 mana. I didn't pick up any like big bombs. More likely, great. Okay. I mean, I think I just hit this with Fire Intervention right now, and then attack with these 2. He's not able to double block this. He's just going to lose the Unicorn, I think. He might have mana to counter right now, but I don't think I can hold off. Like, I just have to kill this so that the race becomes in our favor. He's only got 3 cards, I think. Yeah. I think he would have like countered Gaia's Protector if he could have. Alright. So yeah, attack with these 2. We can attack with the Kavu also, I guess, because it has Vigilance, so why not? This should kill his Unicorn, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, there's Gideon. God damn it. He still loses the Unicorn though, right? Yeah. I do lose my Gaia though, which is not great, but I might just dump Frenzied Rage onto the Kavu, I guess. Oh, God damn it. The problem with Yargle is it has like 3 health though, so I do feel good though. Like I knew Gideon's Reproach was gonna kill my 5/5, or is it a 5? The 5/4, right? Yeah, 5/4. And I said if I put Frenzied Rage onto it, it would have been safe against Gideon's. The problem is any other removal, it would have died to it, and then I would have lost 2 cards. Now I have the option of playing Frenzied Rage onto something else to create another threat. The problem is, I think I'm just dead. Well, not necessarily. It's just that I can't be aggressive anymore, or Yargle will kill me. So, let's see. I'm trying to decide if I want to do this now or not. I think I have to, because otherwise I can't kill Yargle. The downside of doing this is, like, as soon as I do this, he's just going to say, wait, what? Why didn't it let me? Oh, I tapped out my mountain to play the... I only had 1 mountain, I didn't realize that. That was bad. Okay. So now I have to chump block Yargle, I guess. I could double block it, but I need to keep a creature up, I think. Vigilance and Trample or Menace. I think a Vigilance is more important here. Yeah, I'm not giving up, but it was a pretty big misplay. I would have rather had just Frenzied Rage rather than the Goblin, because I just played the Goblin for nothing. It just died. I could have killed that instead of what I did. So I just put Frenzied Rage on this then. He won't be able to block it. Well, he'll be able to double block it, but he won't be able to kill it unless he has a combat trick. There's a bit of a risk in attacking here. If he has another Gideon's, I'm dead. But I'm not going to win if I don't attack, so I have to risk it. Well, I'm dead. It at least feels good to like acknowledge what you're playing into. Like, okay, if he has Gideons, I lose, but I understand that risk and I'm going to take the risk. And he only has like a few cards in hand. He already used one Gideons, so like I knew what I was going into there, he happened to have it, so that's fine. The thing is, like, if I hadn't attacked, he could have just waited until I blocked and then used Gideons on it anyway. So that wouldn't have helped. Actually, the thing I blocked, the Yargle wouldn't have hit me though, but he still would have killed my guy, and then I just wouldn't have had anything left. This is shaky. We do have Steel Leaf again, but we have a playable Goblin, but like, I think we have to keep this, but it's not spectacular. If we draw a Forest, oh please dude, come on. He's just gonna drop this out, I think. I mean, maybe he has good removal for it in hand, and he sees that the land on it isn't that good. So, if I do lose this, it at least lets me just say, okay, I'm going to play the Goblin on 2. Whereas, like, if I have this in my hand, I can't afford to play a Mountain on 2. Unless next turn I don't draw a land. If I don't draw a land, okay, so he got rid of the Goblin. Okay, that's interesting. I think I need to do this for a Forest, like right now. Because if I don't, I have no play next turn anyway. I'm not gonna have a play next turn either way, but the Kavu would be good too, wouldn't it? And he really valued taking the Goblin down, which makes me think he might be kind of aggressive. Still, though, I think the winning play is to have this out early. Do it? Did you mean take the Kavu or? Oh god, he's blue again. Didn't get the mana I needed either. Let's play Marwyn. She can get this out next turn at least. Even if I don't draw another forest, she acts as a forest. I guess that's why I kept her in the deck, right? Like, even though she can be ramp, I do have some elves to support her, but like, it's just I could have played one less forest, to be honest. Like, I could just remove a forest from the deck, probably. I don't know. Yeah, so we just play that. He doesn't have mana to counter, thank god. I suppose the downside of this card is, like, even though it looks pretty good on paper, assuming you can summon it early, it still can just be removed. And, like, it's going to be removed. Yeah, like, there we go. I at least will get it back. But it's going to take quite a while to get that back. Gaia's Protector isn't really that good here. It's not bad, but like, I don't want to trade Gaia's Protector into a Cabal Evangel. Nor do I want to use a Fiery Intervention on a 2/2. I don't want to play this without Kicker though. Yeah, they make really cool scroll animations on those. The black ones especially look really cool. This is like a tempo play. I think we just have to play this now. We don't necessarily have to block it or anything and attack with it, but I don't think we have the option of like hitting a 2/2 with Fiery Intervention. I just think that's ridiculous. what we want is to get a combat trick or something to kill this. Or hopefully he just keeps attacking with it. He probably won't attack with it anymore, but we're going to get this back. It's just going to take a while. So this would kill the assistant, but I don't think that's worth it. We want to kind of save this as burn, or if he gets more 1/1s out. Probably Warcry Phoenix is the best play. He won't be able to block it without a combat trick. If he counters it, it's pretty bad. Then again, it would just go into the graveyard. It's not the worst thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 1 mana short of stealing something, but that wouldn't even be good. I guess we just play Phoenix, manually tapping the land, right? So that we don't get her tapped and have her return. We can't attack with Marwyn because it will get bounced. This is actually going to go back to his hand, I think. Oh no, it untaps first, right? Oh, this... Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have attacked there. Yeah. I don't think I can block, because I need more creatures out, and like... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay. Steely, for sure, I think. If he... the scary thing is, like, he had so long to draw a counter. So if I play like my best thing right now, and he counters it, it's just really good for him. But I don't feel I can. I don't feel like I have the time to not do this. Oh, this is an elf. Holy shit! I didn't even realize I was an elf. That makes a difference, doesn't it? Do I even attack? No attack. I think we want the Phoenix out, right? Oh, I should have done that first so I could attack with the Phoenix. That was a misplay. I just forgot that I could use Marwyn for so much mana. Okay. Not the end of the world. He used his entire turn to do that. We can kick this. We can attack with Marwyn and bait out the block and use Radiating Lightning. But if we attack with Marwyn, we can no longer kick this. I think kicking this out is better. This is just a beefy blocker. I don't care about this. I can block it with the Phoenix if I really wanted. Then again, do I just want to attack instead of block? Probably. Yeah. My board is bigger than his. I think I just want to attack. I don't think he has any good attacks anyway. Like, he can always attack with this, whatever, you know. So now might be the time to bait out these blocks and use the lightning, because it will clear his entire board. So... Alternatively, we could steal a guy. I think that's not the time. We want to hold this as a trump card, in case he puts a big thing down. So let us just attack with everything. And this is another suspicious attack, I would say. Oh, he's going to double block Marwyn. Okay. Triple block it? Okay. I'm okay with that. I think I still just gonna do this because it's the only play I have. I just want to kill that, I guess. To be honest, I forgot that he had the option of double blocking like that, but it's... Okay, he unwinds it, whatever. It's still pretty good for me. He loses... Like, double blocking, he still loses both of his dudes. Obviously, it would have been better if I had taken both of them out and not lost Marwyn. But we're a very low curve deck, so the only thing that really took off the table for us is using this kicked. We still have double fire intervention if he plays any threats. So it was also really good for him to not play into my thing. You know, the way he double attacked like that was really smart, because it could have been a lot worse. Actually, if I attack with where's my Phoenix? What? Where'd the Phoenix go? Oh, it's still alive. Okay, shit, yeah. This has haste, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a little bit sketchy. So I have lethal if he doesn't have a counter. But this is, like I said, the trump card. I think having 2 fiery intervention in hand, I feel like I can risk doing this here. Just to try the win right now. Counter or die. Alright, that worked out. Even if I only had 1 fire intervention, I might not have made that move, because, like, it's just really important when you're far ahead to play conservatively to an extent. But with 2 fire intervention, I felt it would have been like too conservative to not attack there, because like the real risk, I guess, would be that he would play like a hexproof something, because he was low. He could play a turtle, for instance, but even a turtle he couldn't block with the Phoenix. The Phoenix would just go over it. So I don't know. I think this is definitely keepable. It's enough land. We have a turn 1 play. We have a turn 2 play. You get packs by, do you play Magic the Gathering online or something? Or just offline? You get packs by doing, like, you can get gold, and then you can buy packs with gold, or you can buy gems with real money. You get gold just by, like, grinding quests and stuff. And it's a pretty generous, like, oh, let me think about this. I almost want to just play Frenzied Rage right here and just start attacking. It's a little bit risky. If he has like Shivan Fire, Shivan Fire won't kill it though. I'm going to do it. It's a little bit sketchy. Like if I play Kavu, I can attack. I'm just going to do the Frenzied Rage. I just want to start getting the damage in. This is like why I put this in the deck. There's always the risk that he's going to 2-for-1, but I have to like take the risk, I think. You play in real life. Yeah, so like you get gold pretty generously, I would say. And when you draft, you also get to keep the cards. So whenever you do a draft, it's just like in a real draft, you get to keep all the cards you draft. When you draft, you automatically also get 1 bonus pack. Even if you don't win any matches, you get an extra pack. If you, so I have to play this for 2, unfortunately. You get the pack no matter what, and then like, you also, every win you get, the percentage. Yeah, I'll open a pack after the draft is over. I don't have any until the draft ends, I don't think. Well, that's a really good card. I think I'm more afraid of this. This can get Menace, but it's not going to get Menace very often. I think I'm more afraid of the War Chief. So yeah, you get like, okay, Shivan Fire is nice. We want to, we have to kill this. he can't block it. We can't kill it with this until we get one more mana, so we just attack. It's a race. And it's it's not looking so good for us, but we'll try the race. I suppose I should have actually blocked. I could have blocked this and used a spell. The thing is, I don't want this to die. It's my only creature right now. And so you get, like, every win you get in the draft, your percentage of getting a second pack win goes up. And then you also get gems when you win the draft, and you could buy the packs with gems if you wanted to. So it's pretty, I found it pretty generous. The only thing is, like, the time that it takes you to build a real standard deck is pretty long. Like, getting all those mythic rares and stuff in the mana base, it takes quite a long time. Alright, I can't do anything here. I really need to draw land next turn. I guess a combat trick or something would be okay-ish. This would be good if I had more land. Fuck. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so we're gonna have to sacrifice this guy to kill something next turn since we didn't get the land we needed. No, the packs you win, you just open them and they go into your collection. Like, you've only seen me playing draft mode, but there's constructed mode where you build your deck ahead of time and you play with your pre-built deck. That's what you need the card. Like, that's why you want to open packs, so that you have your library built up so you can build a good deck. As much as this is a threat, he's got a bunch of shit open. I think I have to be ready to kill this, because this hasn't grown yet. So I'm just going to take out the biggest damage source, if possible. I'm going to let the damage go through and then use Shivan Fire after. Wait, does that make sense? I could actually just use Radiating Lightning. I don't need to use up Shivan Fire. I guess I'll do that. It's sketchy. I just don't have any mana. I need to use up the mana as I can, I would say. This does damage to his face, too. So it's okay, I guess. It's really looking bad for us. Okay, this just isn't good enough, I don't think. I think we have to kill this with Shivan Fire. We have to prevent as much damage as possible. This does prevent damage, but we need it to, like, kill him. Assuming we can clear the board, this will eventually kill him. If we play this just to block, it's not good enough. So, I also can wait and use this on his turn if he tries to buff it. So I'm far enough behind, I think I have to take the risk here. I'm going to risk that he buffs the health. If he buffs the health on this, this becomes a dead card, and we're going to go down to 1. However, what I want him to do is buff the attack on it so that I can take a card away from him. Let me think. Do I press block? No, I don't press block or it ends. Okay. So if we draw a land next turn, I think we're okay-ish. We just pop this with okay, thank God. I mean, okay-ish is the best way to describe this, because we don't actually have another... All we can play is Phoenix, which isn't bad by any means. Okay, that's good too. This does more damage. They both have 2 health. This has flying, which is very relevant. The problem is, if he plays another creature, I wouldn't call that lucky. We should have drawn that land like turns ago. We were unlucky that we didn't draw it sooner. I don't think the Phoenix is going to work. Well, actually, this gives me 2 damage in right now. The problem is, if he has haste or anything, he only has 1 card. I'm gonna go for the more winning play, I guess. Is this a more winning play? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, quote lucky. lucky is a better. It was lucky for the situation as it was. Okay. Let's see here. I don't think I waste this yet. There's no reason to. I think I just attack and play Gaia. It would have been great if I had got this down, like a forest draw or something. So if he draws direct burn, we're dead. I think he just dead drew. Yeah, he's fucked. Okay, that worked out. And Dimitri, let me show you here the reward stuff that I was talking about. I'll mouse over so you can see it. So I got you. Here's some gold I'm getting just for like doing shit. You know, I have quest or whatever. So gold lets you buy packs too. If you get 0 wins, you have a 20% chance of a bonus pack, and you get 50 gems back in 1 pack. And then as you win more, your bonus chance goes up, and your gems go up. And I consider like 5 and 6 wins to be pretty good. It costs 700 gems to buy into the draft. So if you win 5 times, you're basically profiting. And then 6 and 7 is pretty big profit. And 7 wins, you're guaranteed 2 packs. And I'm going to start playing Constructed once I get enough cards. But I don't have, like, the only Constructed deck I have is Mono Blue, which is a legit deck. I just don't enjoy playing it very much. It's very, I don't know, it's a fast deck. And okay, so we've got not the best hand. Having a 2-drop and 2 lands. I don't like 2 lands, but I think in this deck we have to keep this. Yeah, there's a 1-drop that makes things quite a bit better, I would say. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think the deck was good, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe things are just lining up. All right, this is a lot of choices here. We can use Adventurous Impulse to guarantee a land drop next turn, which I think is somewhat important. We can play Kavu. What I kind of want to do is attack, and if he blocks, I'm going to use Fervent Strike. And then we can play Kavu next turn. This isn't the greatest target to remove. It's, I don't know, is that really worth doing? I don't really want a Kavu for 2 mana either, but I'm like low on mana. You know what? Let's do we can do both things here. We can do Adventurous Impulse and Fervent Strike. That at least spends all my mana. Okay, he's not going to take the bait. So now we could just play Kavu. I think we really need to get a land drop next turn, though. I just think that's going to become very important. Oh. Is Elves just better than a Forest here? No, because we want to play Llanowar and Envoy, I think, next turn. It's not the best card, but we just want to have a 3-2. Like when I drafted this card, I took it mostly as a 3-2. And the reason I took the land so highly is because I want to be able to play this on 3. We've increased our chances of being able to do that by a lot. Because if I draw it next turn, I can just slam that down. Oops, that was a mistake. This isn't the best thing to have out, but it will prevent the Evangel from attacking, I believe. I don't think it'll make that attack anymore. Okay, there we go. That's fine. That will keep our champion more likely from dying. Then again, yeah, okay. So we got the champion. The shitty thing is we get the champion down. Now it can be blocked, but that's okay because we have combat tricks, among other things. Might as well attack with this. So, if he attacks here, he's either bluffing a combat trick or he actually has one. Okay, cool. That sucks. Very expensive removal, but totally worth it. Now we're currently losing the race without any real answer. We can... We can kick the Kavu out, which is good now. If we draw land, we can play the Wanderer next turn, which is also good. Might as well attack with this again. This little 1 damage is actually going to make a difference in this kind of situation. And having him untapped to block doesn't really do anything. Don't like to see that. This is a very strong draw card because it lets you pick what you want to draw to an extent. I have to assume he took removal if it was offered to him. And he's going to remove this. So, with that said, I think we want to attack with this. It's risky, sort of, but like I think he's going to kill it with removal anyway. We might as well just attack. We can develop this. Do I ever attack with this too? Probably, yeah. Because if he is going to block this, and I guess if he has removal though, then he gets to kill this with the Cabal. So I'm not going to attack with that. I do think he just has removal. Let's see though. Did he just chump it? Okay, I'm happy with that. And like playing Demonic Vigor on a 2/2 for 2 is like shit. Like, I guess he had to do it, but no, I don't know. Do you have to? Put a Skin Witch into the graveyard. Okay. Playing this for 1 means he's pretty desperate. He's tapped out. I'm just going to hit him for like a lot. And I don't care what he does, actually. He can block the Lava Runner. If he thinks I have a combat trick, though, I do have a combat trick, so he's not going to block it. Your skill account? Oh, okay. So I'm not going to play the land because I saw a Skin Witch. I don't want to... Fervent Strike isn't super high value. I have 2 of them. But, okay, that's not going to help him, I don't think. He's going to have to chump block unless he's got like a really big play here, which he doesn't. This is eventually going to create him like another creature, but it's going to be a weak one because he's going to get hit a bunch. Another cover, that's good. Okay, so we just attack with everything. And actually, like, if he lets one of these through, which I don't think he will, we can just Fervent Strike and kill him. Yeah, you don't let that through. Oh, this is trample, doesn't it? Fuck. Do I, so unless he blocks with, the bat, I just put Fervent Strike and kill him. Oh no, that's not how it works, never mind. I missed. This has trample too, though. Okay, so what's he blocking? He's double blocking here. So we want a Fervent Strike, no matter what. And also here, I think. I'm not going to play around the Skin Witch at this point. I want to keep my minions alive. Oh, I forgot to do it, or I don't know. I clicked too soon or something. Okay. Oh, he died. Okay, yeah, that works. I got a little bit confused there. I don't. I kind of like lost track of who was blocking and stuff, but I think he was pretty much dead. So. Oh, here, I got a pack. I'll open the pack so you can see that now. And you do get random packs. Like that's a quest reward too. Sometimes you just like get a pack. These wild cards, you like get each time you open a pack, you get closer to the better wild cards. If you have like a mythic rare wild card, you can just trade it in for any mythic rare you want. And then the rare or mythic rare, you click it to alternate. So I got Raw. And it's not like a real pack. It doesn't have as many commons, but you get the. It actually doesn't have as many uncommons either. But I mean, it's whatever. Like. A little bit sketchy to play another one. My kid might wake up soon. Actually, I'm pretty sure he will wake up soon, so I'm gonna have to end this stream here. And I might remove this video from the channel because the first like 30 minutes sounded like shit. But this ended up being a pretty good draft, and I'll try to finish it tonight maybe if I have time. It'd be cool if I could get. I've never won more than 5. 5 is the most I've done, so we'll see if I can do better and farm those gems. Yeah. See you later, Vato. And Dimitri.